Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic and another intriguing puzzle for us today. This one's by Erebus and did a puzzle by Erebus last month, I think. It was a very interesting one, another brick in the wall, and really was an intriguingly imaginative puzzle. So I expect we'll get the same today. Looking forward to that. Now, do be aware that we've got a week left to enter the Patreon competition, the Cracking the Cryptic Mexican Standoff. That is available to all our Patreons, and do think about joining our Patreon channel, if only because coming up before Christmas we have the incredible puzzle pyramid that has been created by three fabulous constructors, Peter, Venus, Panthera, and Aspartagus, and we are really looking forward to bringing you that. These pictures are just some of what's coming up in that. Really entertaining group of puzzles. Quite a lot to get your teeth into, let's be honest. So that's coming up on Patreon. Of course, there is SUDOKU PAD and all the apps available on the links under the video. We've got all kinds of things going on in Discord, as always. And merchandise, a go-go, wear your Bobbins hat, for instance, or get a t-shirt or a hoodie for the one you love at Christmas. Anyway, let's have a look at this puzzle. This is called Odd Creek, and it's using quite a few of the fairly common rule sets, one or two others that we don't normally get. So, normal Sudoku rules apply. White dots join consecutive digits. Black dots, there's only one of those, join digits with a ratio of 1 to 2. X's join digits summing to 10. Not all dots and X's are given. No negative constraint. Cages show their sums. Yeah, fair enough. None of those can contain repeated digits given their shapes. Numbers in white circles show the amount of even numbers in the surrounding 4 cells. So there must be 3 even numbers in these 4 cells because of that 3. And there must be 1 even number exactly in those 4 cells. Now, here it comes. Here's the kicker. All odd numbers must form an orthogonally connected region at the end. Now, I'm not going to try and demonstrate that to you because I'd get it wrong, but all the odd numbers in the puzzle have to connect together in one region. And I think that's why it's Odd Creek, because it's like a kind of marshy arrangement of water at the end. Now, that's not going to make me put the odd numbers in blue, I'm afraid. I'm going to try and colour them orange. I'm sure we're going to have to colour them. So that is the puzzle. Do give it a try on the link under the video. I know some of the ones I've been doing lately have been pretty difficult, but let's hope this won't be quite as hard. You can judge from the video length. If it's over 45 minutes, either I've made a ricket somewhere along the way or it is difficult. But anyway, let's get cracking. So I'm going to start by colouring the big 2 given numbers that we've got. Odd for orange for odd, blue for even. That's what we normally do. Okay, so we've got a 7 cage. That's got to contain 1, 2, and 4. That's the only way to make up 7 in 3 numbers. And this X now can't use 1, 2, or 4. So I think that's got to be a 3, 7 pair. They're both odd. That's great. We know there's 3 even digits around this 3, so we can fill them in. There must be another one around this, and that's going to be the 4th even digit for the box. Each box obviously contains 1 to 9, so it only has 4 even digits, 2, 4, 6, 8. So these are all odd, and we're away here. Now, these 2 must contain 1 odd and 1 even, because there's 2 evens there, there's 1 even there. So there's 1 odd, 1 even there. These 2 must be even. We've got quite a start now. Oh, and look, that's great for this row. We've got 4 evens, and that's all there's going to be in row 5. So everything else is odd. This pair we don't know. This pair must have, being a consecutive pair, there must be 1 odd and 1 even on that. And there's 1 even and 1 odd on that. So that's going to use up all the evens. 2 there, 1 there, 1 there. So that's odd. Come on, keep going. This is nice so far. well, it's nice in that it's quite doable. If those could be both now this one clue. Yes, we know that that's one odd and one even number, don't we? Yes, we do. So these two are both odd as a result. What does that mean for us? These two I don't know, because I don't know if one is in those cells. What can I do here? I've got one odd. Not sure. These X's, these must all be the same colour, because two X's, just like here, must either be double odd or double even. If that is double odd, it's a 1, 9, because that's a 3 or a 7. Oh, I haven't really thought about this 15 cage. Those two add up to 10. So that's 2 or 4, and that's 1 or 3. And these two can't be a 3, 7 pair either, because that cell can't be 3 or 7. And if they're an odd pair adding up to 10, that's 1, 9. We get some digits here. That's 3, that's 2. This one is 7 now. This is 9, obviously, sorry, because that's a 1, 2, 4 triple. So those are from 4, 6, and 8, and 5 is in that pair. This can't be 3 or 1. This is a consecutive pair. There's still quite a few possibilities. But 4, 6, 2 of 4, 6, and 8 are used there. 8 can't be in those, sorry, because of that. Now, I can't quite see how to resolve this. It can't... Okay, hang on a second. It can't have a 5 in, because then you'd have 4 digits from 4, 5, 6 being used up here. It can't have a 3 in. It can't have a 9 in, because that 8's gone. So it's either 1, 2, or it's using a 7. I don't know how to use that. Oh no, it must... yes, look, we've got a 1, 2 pair there and a 1, 2 pair there. So 1 and 2 must be in these 3 cells. Yes, this is lovely. Therefore, one of them is on this white dot. Now, if 1's on that white dot, it must go with the 2, because that's the only consecutive digit. If 2's on that white dot, it can't go with 3, which is already used in the box, so it must go with 1. So one of them has to be on it, so both are on it. That's very pretty. I've just realised there's a 4 there, so that's not 4, but never mind. 1, 2... I don't know what that does here. That's 5, 7, or 9. But the odd digit in this pair is an odd and an even digit. The odd digit in this pair is a 5, so there's no 5 in those 2 cells. So that's from 5, 6, and 8. This 2's interesting. These are definitely the same. Again, 2 digits on an X must be the same parity. So therefore, they're either the 2 evens on this 2, and these are both odd, or they're the 2 odds, and these are both even. It doesn't tell me what they are, but they are the same, those 2. That's strange. Okay. Now, what next? There's obviously a 1 in this cage, which adds up to 8. This can't be a 3, 6 pair on the black dot because of that. So this number, which can't be higher than 5, is 1, 2, or 4. This is, I was going to say 1, 2, 4, or 8, but it can't be 1 because the 1 in the box is in there. So that is actually even now. 2, 4, or 8. This one we still don't know, parity-wise. Now, I can't really be thinking yet about the whole creek, can I, and how the odds connect. I just don't think I've got enough information. Oh, hang on. I know that this pair, yes, there's two evens there, one there. There's one even here. That is the one even on that one. So those two are odd. Doesn't make these two necessarily even yet. Let's have a look at this 9 cage. 8 cages aren't that useful in a way because there's one even and two odds. But in this, 3 cells adding up to 9 is either one odd and two evens or 3 odds. Now, if that was 3 odds, there'd be 1, 3, 5. You couldn't put a digit in here. You can't put 7 or 9 in an 8 cage. So those are not 3 odds. This is an odd and 2 evens. How does that help? It's got a 2 in it. It's either 1, 2, 6 or 2, 3, 4. That's not a 2. One of those is a 2. I'm just going to pencil mark that. Oh, that doesn't... Oh no, I was going to say this is 1 or 3, but it could be a 5 still. Has that had some impact overall? I can't see how it has. Yeah, they can't... Yeah, they're not all odd. So 3 odds and 2 evens in this row. That's not the helpful way around. It doesn't fix everything. Okay, need to think a bit more. Now this pair doesn't have 3 or 8 in it, the two given digits. So it's either a 1, 9 or a 4, 6 pair. Oh, hang on. Oh no, I was going to say where's 9 in this row and prove that it was in those, but actually it could still be there. That's annoying. Yeah, in fact, despite the fact I got a few numbers early on, there's very few entrees to the numbers in this puzzle. That's really weird. There's quite a few clues to the parities, but we've got a few numbers, but it's very hard to get any other numbers. Okay, let's just keep thinking about this. There's a 3 in one of those 2 cells. That's not really very exciting. 6 must be in one of these 2 cells. Okay, maybe I'm just missing the stuff about numbers, because 6 is not odd, so it's not there. So those don't include 6. That's a 5, 4 pair. That is 6 or 8 now. These are from 6, 7, 9. That's interesting. This has been reduced to 6 or 8. Now, I'll be back in a second. There we go. Delivery accepted. Now, 6 and 8. Yes. What I was considering was that if this is blue and even, then that couldn't be 6 or 8. This pair must be the same. Again, it's a bit like an X. It's either 9, 5 or 6, 8. And if this was even, that couldn't be. But that's not. Or if that was even, that couldn't be. So at least one of those pairs is odd. That's not all that helpful, actually, is it? So, right, what next? This is 2 odds and an even, or 2 evens and an odd. Am I going to start having to think about not isolating even cells? I think I am. Do I know more about this 2 than I realise? It doesn't seem likely, does it? Those are 2 evens. One of those is even and the other is odd. This seems a bit likely to be a 5 at the moment. 5, 2, 1. Doesn't really affect that. Okay, just need to think of what's important now, and I'm not sure what is. Is it about this group of cells? If they're all odd, then those are all even. And if they're all even, those are all odd. I don't know what that means. Right, I need to get some sort of a breakthrough. This pair. No, I don't know. Oh, let me think about this 2 again. This 2 is interesting. If both of those were even. What about these 2? Can both of these be odd? No, because of the 3. Can both of them be even? This has got 2 evens in. Then this would be odd. Can both of these be even? I don't know quite what to think about here. If this... I don't know if that's having an impact. If this was double odd, if this was 1, 9, how's 3 going to connect? I suppose through either of those cells. That's not really a problem, is it? Crumbs, what's next here? What is next here? So this has got 2 odds and 1 even. So that's 3 odds in this box already. So there's 2 odds and 2 evens in these cells. I don't think that's relevant. Right, my apologies here. I'm getting a bit stalled at this point. Come on, there's something... It's odd to actually... I mean, it's strange to have so much of the puzzle be quite accessible and then get totally stuck, I suppose. Right, if this is odd, this is a 1-9 pair, and that must be 1-9 as well, because that 7 stops it being a 7-3 pair. So if this is odd, these are all 1-9. Does that do anything? Not really. Just random thoughts now. So along here we have 3 odds and 2 evens. So in the remaining cells we have to put 2 odds and 2 evens. That doesn't seem to be very restrictive. This one. So one of these is odd. I wish I knew whether it was this one or this one. That would be really helpful. If this was 1, 2, 5, this would be where 5 went. If instead this is 1, 3, 4, then what? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. If this was 1, 2, 5, one of these is wrong, isn't it? If this was 1, 2, 5, Oh, there is a 1 in here. So this is not a 1 or a 3. So that's even. Oh, I wish I'd spotted that earlier. Okay. Ah. One of these is even. Ooh, does it have to be even there so this wall, this creek of orange can come down here? If these were even, and remember these two go together, does that form a wall now blocking off? Yeah, one of these is even, isn't it? One of these is an even number. So blue is beginning to form a sort of wall up here, walling in whatever odd cells are up here, so that they've got to come out through one of those positions. Yeah, maybe we do have to think about the creek. So one of those is even, but one of these is even as well. If that was even, then this wall is pretty solid here. But the odds can still come out down the left. Those two can't both be even, because then we will get something shut in. In fact, if that's odd, if this is even, is that a problem? Is that going to... No, I don't think so. Okay, I haven't quite got there. I think we're very close now. What's going on? What's going on? Why can't I see it? If this was 1, 2, 5, that would have to be a 4. This would be a 6. That's interesting. If this was 1, 2, 5, 4, 6, that would be 2, 1, with the even there. Oh, I was just wondering if I could stop 2 being here. If 2 was here, we'd have 1, 3, 4. That would be an 8. And that does seem to work as well. Unless there's something... 2 there would make that odd. 2 there would make this odd. So these would be even. That would effectively make these odd. Now, I must be overcomplicating this slightly. Sorry. Let me just try and find a better way through now. 91327. What have we got? Come on. Maybe it's about the numbers, and I'm just not thinking hard enough about the possible numbers. So this could go 261 or 324, but this one's even now. Can I tell which way around these ought to be? Maybe it's about these again. If they were even. Or maybe it's about this 2 that I just haven't thought enough about yet. We've got one odd here. We need one other odd only on it. If these were both even. I just don't know. Okay, if that was odd, if this was where 5 was, that would create quite a lot of things. That would make this a 1, 3, 4. It would also put even cells in all of these positions. Ah, there must be at least one even here. Because of the 2. There must be at least one even here, surely. Is that right? Maybe that's not right. What, could those be? Yes, these can't all be odd. That's right. These cannot all be odd because the white dots here would make that odd, and that would make 6 odds in the box. They're not all odd, so there's at least one even there. Plus that is 2 evens. There must be one here because of this 2. And that means these can't both be even. So that's a 1-9 pair. Wow. I don't think that was easy. That makes this 2 or 4. So thanks to the numbers, that's now even. Can this be even? Yeah, one of these only has to be even. It can be. This is even. So one of these is even and one of these is odd. So this is sort of forming a bit of a wall. Those two must be the same parity. Wow, I mean, it's quite interesting in terms of the creek, in terms of the connected. Those could all be odd and connected together. And that way odd could get out here. Ah, no, one of these we now know is odd. So there's one odd and one even here. So both of these are even. Aha! There's another even in this cage. So these two are odd in the row. So that's become odd. That's 5 or 7, in fact. Oh, and now look at the wall we formed of blue. Look at that. Now, are we able to block this off here? If those, right, if those are odd, then we've got blues here. And I can see why this isn't going to work. Right, let me show you this with actual colouring. So these, if these were odd, and they're not, but I'll show you why that doesn't work now, then these are even. Look at this wall of blue that we've created here. Now, the oranges on the right, on the top right, have to connect to the oranges on the bottom left. And they would have to do that around here. And that would lead to 7 orange cells in this box. And that's not happening. So those are not orange. They're blue. They're even. Bingo. I think that's helpful. Now I can use this logic here. This cannot be 6 or 8 because that is 2 and you couldn't fill those 2 and make 10. So that's odd and that's odd. They're a 5-9 pair. Do I know which way round? No, but they fix this as a 1. Oh, this is very clever puzzle, by the way. Absolutely intriguing. Now, this odd has to get not isolated. So we can't put even there. Sorry, we can't put even here or it will be isolated. That's odd. 5 or 7 orange. Now, we know these are orange because of these 2 2s now. So we know these numbers. We know that a couple of those are even now. That can't be a 2 anymore, which feels like it might matter. That means this can't be a 1 anymore. It does matter. So the 1 in this cage is now here. And this is, this now can't be a 5. So that is a 3. This is a 1, 3, 4 cage. That's an 8. Right, we are cooking with gas again now. Perhaps. Feel like I'm going to have to make that odd, but I don't know. There's no 1 in this cage. This is a 2, 3, 4 cage. That is a 3, therefore, by Sudoku. What else? Why not use Sudoku in a Sudoku sometimes? Let's take out the pencil mark. That's a 2, 4 pair. 4, Oh, there's a 4 there, so we know which way round they go. Now that can't be a 4-6 pair. Now we're getting some digits. Now we're getting some progress. Now we're getting some action. That can't be 4 or 6. In fact, it can't even be 2. 8, 2, 4, 5, 6. This one is, I was going to say a naked single. No, 5 has sorted out the pair at the top. It is now a naked single, I think. 1, yeah. 3 there. Those 2 are odd. We will certainly keep colouring because we've still got to link them all up. Those 2 are even in the top box. Oh, now what? Our blue wall is still, oh, it's very much in place, isn't it? Right, but we have to get around that. We have to link together down here. So that's orange, which is weird. This must be orange. We have to link up the side. Wow, so we get a Z pentomino down here. That's lovely. So we've got a 5-7 pair there. These are blue. That hasn't sorted out the blues, but this has to link as well. So we get a W pentomino here to keep them connected round the right hand side. That is so elegant. Look at that. The colouring's just falling into place now. We get 7 there, 9 there. Oh, 5-7 pair that I can't resolve. That's a 6. Still don't know about these. Never mind. We will get there. Still don't know how. Oh, I do know how they sort out because of this 2. That's a blue and that's orange. Right, so 5 there, 6 there. Right, so we've got a triple down here. Now maybe I know about this. Don't know about everything down here yet. Ah, this has to be orange to keep this connection going. It's like a snake puzzle in a way. So that's 7 or 9. That's the last one in the column. That's blue, so that makes this orange, which makes it a 1. Isn't that brilliant? I bet that's going to be 3, but I don't know. Now we've got 4 orange along here, so those 2 can't both be orange. They must both be blue. That's orange and needs to get out, so that's orange. We've got the 5 orange, so that's blue. That's the last blue in its column, so they're orange. This is absolutely brilliant, isn't it? It's a fabulous puzzle. There's 5 orange in column 2, so those 2 are blue, so that is where 1 goes. Those 2 are orange. Look, you can virtually see how this creek all joins up now. In fact, it's got to be through here now, so that fixes that as a 3. Oh, that is magnificent. We've got the 5 orange actually in row 7. Must be able to finish off the colouring. That's orange, that's blue. There is our colouring done. And look, you can see how the creek of orange all joins up beautifully. That is a 4. That's a 6. 2 over here. These are 6 and 8 in that order, joined together by a 7. Ah, and that's going to fix all our 7-9 pairs probably. 6, 7, now I know the parities. That's a 2-4 pair, which I can't resolve yet, surprisingly. That's the last cell in its row, and that fixes the 7-5 pairs at the top. Last cell in its row. That's where 8 goes. We get a 7 there. This is a 6. 2-4 pair resolved. 6-8 pair resolved. That's resolved the 2-4 pair here. Oh, I love this puzzle. Really, really appeals to me. 5, 7. We get the last 5 in box 7 and the last 5 in the grid. 3, we've got a 1-9 to put in. Oh, I've got a 1-9 deadly pattern. What have I missed there? Ooh, that's rather scary. Don't want to see that at this point. 3. Oh no, that would require 2 3s. Something's gone wrong with everything. Right, with that digit. That I wrote in a 3 for some reason. And there's a given 3 there. Okay, let's calm down a bit. Let's take all those numbers out. That's a 9. Now I don't have a deadly pattern. I have a 1 3 there. That's a 9. Those are resolved, obviously. And 1 and 9. And that is the answer. What a brilliant puzzle. Really entertaining. Thank you, Erebus, for sending that. Wow, yeah. I mean, it's really interesting because you get a good start and then it gets quite tough in the middle. And it was, yeah, it took a long time to identify they had to be odd. And it was all to do with that, which was in a box that had no shading virtually in it at all. Brilliant puzzle. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a go at that and very much hope to see you again soon on the channel. Bye for now.